Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Kabutopz and welcome to another Star Citizen video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to customize your ships in Star Citizen. Whether you're in a small fighter like the Gladius, a medium fighter like the Cutlass Black, or a cargo ship like the Argo Raft, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to change the paint of your ship, the quantum driver of your ship, and your weapons on your ship so that you guys can do even more damage out there in the verse. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, as 74% of you guys are actually not subscribed. So if you guys hit that button down below, it would help me a lot, and it would also help you guys even more, as I'm going to be giving away 2 ships on October 31st, Halloween Day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you guys have to be subscribed in order to win. So if you guys want to win that ship, remember, join my stream live on Halloween, and you guys can win either the Aegis Saber or the Drake Cutter. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream. We have big plans in the future, so if you guys want to win some ships, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of this video. What is up, everyone? So you guys are wanting to know how to change your ship, but you don't know where to go, you don't know what parts, all of that kind of stuff. Well, I'm going to show you guys everything today and break it down extremely easy for you. Now, I am on a website called ERKUL.games. Let me go ahead and press F11 here. You guys can see it's just called ERKUL.games. That's all you have to type in to search it. It's very, very easy. And I'm going to have a link in the description at the very top, and I might have it as a pinned comment as well. But guys, it's super easy. All you need to do is click on the left side of your screen to where it says ships and vehicles. Now, for today's video, I want to teach you guys how to outfit your ships, customize them, make the weapons better, the shields better, the quantum jump, everything that you guys can make better in the ship. I want to do that, but I want to do it on the Cutlass Black. So instead of scrolling up and down really like long and stuff, because there's going to be so much here, I'm going to instead press Control F, and you guys can see on the top right of my screen that popped up. What Control F does is, I'm pretty sure all you guys know that, that's how you find something in a page. That way I could just type in Cutlass, and then it's going to pull up right there for me. Now there's the blue, the black, the red, the steel. I'm going to be doing the Cutlass Black just because everybody loves that ship. It's probably one of Star Citizen's most loved ships and frequently used. So after you guys have found the ship that you want to, customize, just press load. Now, this is going to be a calculator showing you the DPS, the damage per second, the shield HP, everything that you guys need to know in Star Citizen with this ship. So let me go ahead and show you guys some things. Now, there is a top chat, in the top left of the screen, so I hope that doesn't bother you guys too much, but I will be zooming in more to help you guys out. But first, I want to break down the different sections. Now, on the top left, we have our weapons, and these are going to be the weapons that go on our ship. Now, not all of these weapons will be weapons that you personally shoot. Some of them will be turrets, as you guys can see right down here. This is going to be a manned turret that the person in our turret gunner seat will be able to use. So make sure that you guys are changing the right weapons on the ship, like corresponding to what you're going to be doing. So we have the weapons here, the turrets there, and then on the bottom left, we're going to have our missile racks. Now, the missile racks is where all of your new missiles are going to be. So that's very important to change as well. And you guys are going to see how much damage and different things that go into that also. Now, in the top middle, we have our shields, which is probably the second most important thing on the entire ship. So we're going to be changing that too. Then we have the power plants, which don't really matter too much currently in the game right now. But if you want to go ahead and change those, you definitely can. I just tend to stay away from it because there's not really a need. Most of the base power plants are really good. We have the coolers. Those are about the same thing as well. I think the power plants, the only thing that does happen when you change it is if you get a better power plant, you can have more pips, which I'll show you what that means very soon. But it's just going to mean that you can put more bullets into your weapons, basically like more, energy bullets and stuff. Then we have our coolers, which don't matter too much. And then our quantum drive does matter. You guys can see the max speed there. That means, if you're traveling from Orison all the way to Microtech, it's going to be even faster if you upgrade your quantum drive, or you can make it to where your quantum drive is slower, but you're able to jump to more planets and you have a further distance. So bigger tank of gas, and you're able to go further, but you're slower, or a small tank of gas and you're able to get there super fast, but you have to refill all the time. Now, everything that you guys can see right here adds up to be on the right side of the screen. I'm going to hide my camera real quick to see this amazing, amazing graph right here. Now, this is going to show you guys your DPS, and this is going to show you guys your turret DPS, and then how much damage your missiles do. And then you guys are going to see your engine boost regen, you're going to see your shield stats, and you're going to see your armor stats. So most ships have something that's like minus whatever % physical damage. That doesn't matter too much. Don't really pay attention to that. What we're going to be changing today mostly is right here, our shield stats and our DPS. Now, the number one way that you guys could go ahead and actually change some stuff, let me zoom in here for you guys to make it a little bit easier, is right up here. Now, when changing your weapons, you do not want to change your gimbals unless you really know what you're doing, but I would recommend not doing that and don't change this top one. Instead, change the weapons. So right here, it is a gimbal because you can see the size. I'm going to go ahead and hide the chat right there. Apologies. And you can see that that is the size 3. And we're going to be putting size 3 weapons on our ship. Now, obviously, you can put size 2s and size 1s on your ship also, but you cannot put size 4s. You guys can change your sizes by changing your, what is it, like this thing, but I actually don't see it here, so maybe we can't change our gimbals, but that's completely fine. So you cannot put anything above whatever size you are using. And today, we are using size 3s on the Cutlass Black. So instead of using this Mantis Ballistic Gatling, you guys can see that the name right there, Ballistic Gatling, and then these two are repeaters. What I want to do is I want to keep the same kind of thing. I want to have ballistics because what those do is those allow you to shoot through enemy shields and you don't even have to, you know, damage their shields to hurt them. You could just shoot directly through them. That's pretty good for PvP and for doing some bounties. So I will keep 2 of these as Ballistic Gatlings and then 2 of these as laser repeaters. Now, the first thing that you guys will see when changing these weapons is the top. If you're going through burst DPS and stuff like that, you guys can go through fire rate and you can sort through fire rate or speed fire or whatever that is. But I personally like just doing DPS. You guys can see that there is something right here called the Dominance Laser Scatterguns. Now, for most of you guys, I would recommend to not use any scatterguns ever. You have to be so incredibly close to the NPCs for it to like work, and it just shoots so slow. It goes ka-thung, 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 instead of just like that, right? So if you guys are really into that sniper kind of fighting, then obviously go for it. That's your guys' kind of thing. But what I'm going to look for right here is some ballistics. So right here, we have the DPS for our Mantis GT220s. It says 309 sustained DPS. Now, if we want to make this the absolute best that this ship could be, we would want to get the best DPS weapons for that. And you guys can see right here, these Deadbolt 3s are ballistic cannons. So these are going to shoot ka-thung, ka-thung, ka-thung instead of brrrr, like that, right? Now, you guys could obviously put the ballistic cannons on there, but you guys can see that the speed is 900 compared to the attrition 3s that are going to be a little bit faster. It's gonna, this fire rate right here, 350 to 100, you're gonna be shooting so freaking slow with those. So what's gonna happen is the ship you're shooting at, instead of it just being a regular ship like that and having like 1 pip here, you're gonna have 2 pips. So your bullets will not hit most of the time unless you're very, very close. So we'll most likely want to actually probably go for something along the lines of, you know, these ballistic gatlings right here, like the Tiger Strike, so everything can be a little bit more focused and you only have 1 pip that you're shooting at instead. But personally, I like the Deadbolts a lot. So right here, the first thing we could do is I can attach both of these Deadbolt 3s to my ship instead of those cannons. And you guys can see we're already at 1600 DPS now from what we started off. Now, we could take these CF337 Panthers, because these are garbage, and put on attrition 3s, which, if you guys want to know what best laser repeaters are, it's always the attritions. If you have size 3 weapons, then put attrition 3s on. If you have size 4 weapons, put attrition 4s on. And if you have size 5 weapons, put on those attrition 5s. They are nuts. And we're going to go from our 1621 DPS. By changing both of these, we are going to go to a whopping 2100. Now, we have 2 ballistics, 2 attritions. That's really good. If you guys want to keep that main thing, that's good. But you can also check out this. So with these attrition 3s, we're going to have, it says load 150 ammos, right? That means that when we are using our ship, we're going to have 150 bullets. We're going to shoot all 150 out of that. It's going to deplete our energy bullets. And then our lasers are out. We have to wait 10.7 seconds and it'll charge it all the way back up to 150 and you'll be able to shoot again. Well, that sounds pretty good. That's really good. But these right here, we're just going to have a total of like a certain amount of bullets, right? But instead, what I want to do is you guys need to see that we can load 150 bullets. But if I change these ballistic cannons into attritions as well, that number is actually going to go down. You can see right there to 129 ammos. So that means that we're not going to be able to shoot as many bullets per gun, but our 4 guns are going to be very good still. You guys can see that we have 2,000 1,114 DPS instead of when we had these deadbolts, we had the 200, 141. So we're only losing a little bit of ammo, but what I want you guys to see is that with these 4 attritions, we are still losing only 30 DPS, which is minuscule. That doesn't even matter. It's like invisible, basically. But we're going to have unlimited ammo. We don't have to go and park somewhere to restock. So in this case, attrition 3s would be the best in slot, in my opinion. Now, you guys are going to see some weapons here that have that grayed out cart. Those are weapons that you can only find from like executive hangars and stuff like that, or if you're buying them from players. So if you guys really want to find some Ardor 3s, just hit someone up in all chat or something, type, hey, I'm looking to buy Ardor 3s, or fly around the Star Citizen verse and see if you guys can find some. You can actually attach weapons from ships that you guys loot like throughout the verse. It's pretty cool. Now, the turret, man turret, I don't really want to change anything there because I'm not going to be flying with anybody, so I want to keep that the same. But our missiles, we definitely want to change. Now, right here, you guys can see we have 33,000 damage with our missiles, and watch what happens when we change these. Instead of our cross-section missiles, we're going to go to these crazy ones called Chaos 3s. These are going to be infrared missiles, and just watch this. So we had, how much was it? We have 33,000 and a half damage. We're going to switch all of these to Chaos 3s and just watch what happens. These size 4 missiles and size 3 ones, we're going to switch these other ones to Rattler 2s, which are absolutely nuts. So we're just going to try to change. Oh, wait, we're able to change all these to Rattlers? No, I'm confused. How come I'm able to change these to Rattlers? Oh, these are size 2s. Okay, there we go. So we're going to do Chaos 3s on all of these possible, and then we will do Rattler 2s as well because those are insane. And we have 59,000 DPS with our missiles now. So we've upgraded that by 26k, which is a very, very good amount. And even in some cases, you're able to double your missile damage just by changing those. It's absolutely nuts. Now, next, the thing that we want to change is shields. You guys can see that we have 4,100 HP with our shield using our Stop Civilian Grade C. Well, we don't want a civilian grade C. The best one we could get in slot will be this Rampart, and this one is going to give us 6,100. So going from Stop is absolutely insane. I mean, we're going all the way up to 6,100. This is really good to have. And then our power plants, we're not going to change. Our coolers, we're not going to change. But we do want to change our quantum drive. So you guys can see the max speed is 201. You will actually be able to see that I think it is... I thought they had it here, but I guess it doesn't show it anymore with the quantum drives. No, it does. So right there. Okay, so it shows Crusader to Hurston, which is 32 GMs. It's going to show you the time that it will complete that jump. So if you guys want to know how far it's going to be from Crusader to Hurston, it's going to be 3 minutes. But if you're going from Microtech to ArkCorp, it's going to be 5 minutes. But if we change this to, let's say, the XL1 is the best in slot, but we can't get it, sadly, to the Chimera, we can actually make it to where we are going to be doing from 3 minutes and 9 seconds all the way down to 2 minutes and 23 seconds, making it to where we are able to jump further, even faster. And you guys can see that we have 163 GMs of max distance, meaning we could jump to places like ArkCorp about 3 times. So we can go from Microtech to ArkCorp 3 times without having to refuel. That should be enough for your play session. That's really good. That's amazing. Honestly, I love that. We're not going to change anything else here. Now, there are some paints that you can like actually swap out if you guys like own them and everything like that, but currently, there's not too many in the game that you can just buy with money, and then we're going to keep the rest of that. Now, the most important part to this entire guide that you guys have probably like stressed out about, you don't know where to get your attritions, you don't know where to get your ballistics, you don't know any of that stuff. The number one thing that you can do on this website is this button right here that says non-stock items to cart. Now, this is, in my opinion, the most helpful thing that Star Citizen has as a whole, and I would recommend focusing on this very, very hard. So we're going to press non-stock items to cart, and it is going to make a shopping cart for us on this website. After you have seen this shopping cart fill up, just click it, and it's going to tell you the price and the location of everything that you need to buy very, very easily. So we know where to get the Chaos 3 missiles now, right? On Area 18 in Stanton at the Shop Center Mass. But we want to make sure that we're buying everything at as few places as possible because some of them will overlap. So, for example, Center Mass here, or we can go to New Babbage, Hurl 3, Orison, Mikal 2, all of those places, right? But we're going to go ahead and look for the best places to go, right? Because I don't want to travel all the way to Pyro. That's just going to be a little bit nuts. So instead of getting my attrition 3s in Pyro, I am going to have to go to Lorville on Stanton to go and grab those weapons. Now, for everything else, I think Cruel 1 in Stanton, Yeah, that might be the only thing. I know we have some at Orison, because I could see I'm currently at Orison right now, so it might be easier for me to just go to Orison. And we can see right here, there's another one at Orison. We can't buy any of these at Orison. Yeah. What about here? Can we buy any of these at Orison? Stancy Gateway, Magnus Gateway, Pyro, Hurl 5, Hurl 4, Hurl 2, New Babbage. We don't want to travel to New Babbage. That would be painstakingly tough. We could do, is there Hurl 4 maybe? We could see Hurl 4, no, Hurl 5, Hurl 2, Cruel 5, Seraphim. Oh, I want to go to Seraphim anyway, so I'm going to go get the Rattler 2s at Seraphim. And then over here, we have New Babbage, Hurl 3, Nickel 2, and then Orison right there. So all we're going to have to do is travel to Orison, Lorville, Hurl 5. If that's closer, it might actually be closer to go to Crew L4, I think. And we should be able to pick up all of these things at these locations. And you can download a CSV file if you guys want to have that instead, so that you guys can keep everything fancy in like folders and stuff like that. But now I have my shopping list. I know it's going to cost me 481,000. And now I am able to actually go ahead and change up my ship. So I'll see you guys in game while we go and buy these parts. I'm over here on Orison now at Crusader, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually buy your quantum jump from a place called Cousin Crows over here. Now, if you guys are here on Orison and you need to buy anything that's from the Crusader showroom, that is going to be this big building right there with the big Crusader logo. Where you guys spawn in is right there in this building. I do apologize if there's any FPS lag. This server is crazy and, you know, this map is nuts, but you spawn in there and then you walk all the way over to here and it's just directly behind your spawn, you know, past these dead bodies, and you're able to go to the Crusader showroom right there. But if you guys are not going to the Crusader showroom and you guys are going to Cousin Crows like me, you need to go right over here to this like shuttle area. So this shuttle is going to arrive pretty soon, and there are going to be 2 different stops that we are going to need to take. The first stop that it will drop us off at is going to be the industrial area where we can buy at Cousin Crows, and the second stop is going to be the airport area, or spaceport that you guys call it, where we are going to be able to get into our ship and fly out of here to get to the next areas. So what we need to do right now is pass by this guy, say hi to him a little bit. He's wearing the same armor as what our backpack is, and yeah, we look pretty cool. So we're just gonna sit in this shuttle for a minute here while it travels us to the first stop, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Alrighty, we're pulling up here at the first stop. This is the Providence Industrial Platform, and I might be a little bit rusty here, so bear with me as I try to take you guys to Cousin Crows. Alrighty guys, once you are here at this first stop, you want to go all the way dead ahead through this like Crusader like showroom kind of thing, past the big beautiful C2 right there, and just walk all the way down this way and then hang a left. After you guys hang your left over here, you're not going to go up the stairs. You're instead going to go right down here, and you're going to go to where it says Cousin Crows directly straight ahead. Now, if you guys are outfitting other ships besides the Cutlass Black, there are actually a couple paints that you can buy here for your ships in game. Obviously, this is like probably the coolest like store in Star Citizen. I think a lot of people love Cousin Crows just because of how awesome it looks and the vibe that it gives off. But as soon as you get in here, just walk directly straight ahead and you guys will see that there are some really awesome ship weapons here as well. Now, when you guys click on the categories, you guys are going to see that there's a bunch of things that you guys can buy. Systems, weapons, liveries, whatever you guys want to call them. Sorry about that. Thank you guys for that sub. I am recording this video live on stream. But you guys can see right here, you guys can buy liveries or liveries for the Arrow. You can get them for the Aurora. You can get them for the Avenger, the Retaliators, the Constellation series ships. It's actually really awesome that you can buy a bunch of these like liveries here. But on top of that, we are just going to be buying our quantum drive. So let me go ahead and get that name. I forgot what it was and type it in for you guys. The Chimera is what we're going to be buying today. So we're just going to type in HEME, and right there you guys can see it is 79.8 thousand AVC. We're just going to click buy on that real quick. Transaction complete, and it should be stored here on Orison now. But if you guys are wondering how to actually equip everything to your ship, you go to your vehicles tab right there in your Mobiglass, and you're going to press this drop down menu, but your ship has to be stored here, and mine is not stored here yet. So that is why we need to go take a stop at our hangars so that we can actually call up our ship, and I'll show you guys how to do that right now. I'm over here at the August Dunlow spaceport now, where you guys can grab your ship, and all you need to do to outfit your ship is go to your ASOP terminal and make sure that you claim your ship from wherever it is, and you get that ship here so that you guys can change it. Now, mine says it's at Crew 1, which for some reason it's there. I have no idea, so I'm going to have to wait these 3 minutes for it to actually get here. I'm going to pay this fee, and I'll see you guys when it gets here. Once you guys are in your hangar and your ship is stored, you have to make sure your ship is stored. You don't have to be in your hangar, but your ship has to be stored. My camera did die, so I apologize for that. But what you need to do is you need to click select ship in the top right of your screen, and then you need to scroll down to whatever ship you guys are going to be customizing. Once you guys have the ship loaded up, you're going to be able to change every single part of your ship. And starting off right here with the livery, we have 2 of them that I already have from like the subscriber store. So if you guys have already bought some, you can customize them and equip them here. I personally like the Dying Star one, so after clicking it, I'm just going to press save changes and equip. Now, whenever I pull the ship up, it's going to have that paint on it. Well, the first thing that we have actually done is changing our quantum drive. So you guys can see right here, this is our quantum drive right here, and we now need to actually change this out. But before changing your quantum drive, you have to make sure that your jump drive is unequipped to make sure that it isn't deleted. Now, if you guys do not do this step first, when you change your quantum drives, your jump drive will disappear. So make sure to first go to propulsion. You guys see that I have my jump module here. It's my Excelsior. I'm going to unequip it, and I'm going to save changes and equip. Okay, so now there is one available. After that, I'm going to open my systems, and I'm going to change my quantum drive to the Chimera, which is the new one that I have, and I'm going to press save changes and equip. After that, I'm going to go back to propulsion, click on the Excelsior, and then save changes and equip once again. That way, now my Excelsior is good, my jump module is fine, and I have changed my quantum drive. This is going to be the same for when you change your missiles. For changing missiles, it's going to be a little bit different. You have to unequip every single missile that you have first, just by doing that, and then you have to save quit, and then you have to manually equip all of them once again. On top of that, for change your weapons, you guys are going to see later, this is where you change them. This is my home location, so I have a bunch of other things that I can put onto this. But right now, I'm not going to be changing those here. We have to go buy the other parts. So after you guys are done and everything is saved, all you have to do is press F on your fleet manager or your ASOP terminal. And then afterwards, you just need to retrieve your ship. This should come up with absolutely every single part on it. So our jump drive should be there and our paint should be there. And if you guys do not see your paint on there or whatever it is, then I do not know what to tell you. That would be a bug on Star Citizen. I would recommend either claiming your ship from somewhere else or exiting the game and joining freshly. You guys can see right here that Dying Star paint is on our ship, which means that we are good. It looks absolutely beautiful right there. Looks gorgeous, and it's definitely my favorite paint in the game for every single kind of ship. I think the Dying Star is absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to go do now is I need to go pick up some other parts from other areas. So let's go ahead and go to Lorville to get our weapons and go to Seraphim Station to get some other stuff as well. I'm over here at Crew L4 now, where I need to get the Rampart, which is my shield generator over here. So, for instance, on Crew L4, all you need to do, and for most of the parts that you guys are going to be buying from places like Her L4, Crew L4, Her L1, that kind of stuff, you're going to go to the inner station transit. Now, these are in different places for each, like, kind of spaceport that you go to. Some of them, you have to walk through hallways and go through, like, different corridors to get to it, but you just need to go to the inner station transit. I know for me, when I was getting into Star Citizen, it was quite hard to know where that kind of stuff was. People kept saying, it's in Platinum Bay, it's over here, this ship, like there's a store in this spaceport, but I didn't know where to go. You have to go to the interstation transit, so I hope that helps out at least one of you guys, and if it did, don't forget to leave a like and a sub. But all you need to do is get into the elevator and go to the Galleria, and then we're going to be finding the store, which in this case is Platinum Bay. Now, there's a couple ones that you guys can find. There's sometimes like ship gun stores, but for this case, we're going to Platinum Bay. That's usually not where guns are sold. This is where ship components are sold. So you got your like quantum drives. You guys can see there's some here, quantum drives, power plants, all that. And we're actually going to be picking up the Rampart, and this is where we're going to go. So right here to the kiosk, and we're going to type in Rampart just like that, and we're going to buy that for an additional 68,000 AUEC, and now we're just going to be putting this into our ship. I already have stored my ship beforehand, so when I landed here at Crew 1, I stored my ship instead of just leaving my hangar. That way, as soon as I bought this stuff, I can click on the select the ship, I can click on the systems, I can go all the way over to the shield generator, and I can equip it just like that. And now when I get back there to the hangar, all I have to do is pull up my ship, and I'm already ready to fly. I don't have to store it and do all that stuff. It's already stored and ready for me. Next, all I have to do is go to the Hurston Dynamics Showcase over on Loreville, which I'll show you guys where that is. That's where you're going to buy all of your attritions. So anytime you guys want to buy attritions, it is only sold at the HD Showcase in Loreville. So you have to go there for size 3, size 4, size 5s. All the attritions you get are there. So let me give you guys a walkthrough on where you need to go. It's going to be quite complicated, so make sure to pay attention. I'll see you when we get there. Alrighty, everybody. I am flying into Loreville right now. You guys see that big building to my right? All you need to do is go directly ahead of that to where this bright green flashing light is. Right there. This is how you guys know where the landing pad is. This is actually called Tisa Spaceport. That's what everybody made sure to remind me on my most recent video where I came here. I like to call it Tiasa Spaceport, and nobody liked that. I got, I think, 10 comments of people saying that is not what it's called. So I do apologize that that's what it's called, guys. But, or how I pronounced it, but I thought it was a little bit funny to do it that way right now for you guys again. But all you need to do is hold Alt and N and contact the ATC. You will get one of these random pads. You guys can see when I press F4, there's like 40 pads here, 40, 50 pads. So you usually don't really have to have a weight landing at this area at all. But just make sure to press Alt N, contact that ATC so that you guys know where to go. And then all you need to do is land, and it's going to get a little bit complicated here, but I will walk you guys through it. So no worries. I will help you guys out. Let's go ahead and show you guys what I mean. On November 1st. But look at this, guys. We're going to start off with the 14th. We're going to give away a $15 PTV. The 15th, a $30 Pulse. 16th, $40 Atlas. $45 Cutter. $55 Fury. $60 Golem. $65 Pisces. $75 Arrow. $80 Nomad. $135 Shiv. Then Christmas Eve, we're giving away a $175 Vulture. And on Christmas Day, we're going to give away a $200 Taurus. That's our plan. We're going to try to give away 12 ships in 12 days. So if you guys want to be here, I would recommend staying at least until December. If you guys leave the channel after that, it's fine. But stay here until December, boys, because it's going to get nuts. I'm telling you right now, it is going to be nuts. But yeah, I would recommend checking that out. After you have exited the elevator of your hangar, all you need to do is go this way in Hurston. But before you do that, there is a kiosk here called Vantage Rentals. Now, if you're new to Star Citizen at all, I would recommend coming here before you actually buy ships. There's a lot of different Vantage Rental kiosks around the verse, so just make sure to look up Vantage Rental on Google or something, and you guys can find out all the locations of them on Star Citizen. I would recommend if you want to get into, you know, cargo hauling and stuff, grab this Argo Raft. If you want to get into anything else, like, you know, medical running and stuff, or you want to heal yourself or respawn on your ship, a Drake Cutter, Cutlass Red, all that kind of stuff. Even the ship that I'm flying today, the Cutlass Black, you can rent, and you buy them per day, so you can rent the ship for like 24 hours for 50K. You can also get the Buccaneer, which is like a light fighter, like all this kind of stuff you guys can rent. I recommend checking that out. I know a lot of you guys probably watching this video are newer to the game, so if you guys did not know about renting ships, definitely check that out. Also, the New Deal ship like buying area over there, you guys can buy ships. Make sure to check that out also. Now, as soon as you guys get here to where the ASOP terminals are, you should recognize this area if you are here on Hurston. All you need to do is run down these stairs. It's going to get a little complicated, so make sure to pay attention. After walking down these stairs, you're going to have a split decision that you guys are going to make. You're going to walk through this security area, and then you are going to be prompted with going left or right. Now, you do not want to continue to go to the right. Now, you do not want to go to the Metro Center. That's just going to take you back to like where the Habs and other stuff is. For this case and getting your attritions, you need to go to the Central Business District line. So you're going to go to these these green areas here, and then you're just going to walk through here and wait for the train to pull up. Now, just like me, perfectly, the train pulls up here, and I'll see you guys when we get there and show you exactly where you need to go to get to the Hurston Dynamics Showcase. After exiting the tram, you just need to go to where it says HD, and you have the 2 big gold guys right there. Now, obviously, these guys are some pretty cool statues, and walking past them, you just have to imagine, dang, how much money did a statue like that cost? Probably more than what my life is worth. But anyway, we're going to walk through the staircase right here. This is saying, welcome to the Central Business District. After going through the entrance right here, you're going to walk up a lot of steps. Now, if you guys are like me, you absolutely hate doing these kind of things in Star Citizen. I personally do not like having to try and go through all these different areas, fly through different parts of the system just to buy weapons for my ship. I think it would be so much easier if all of them were on spaceports, but sadly, that's not how lucky we are. Now, after getting up here, you're just going to hang a right to where it says HD Showcase. This is going to be the entrance right here. And then we're going to walk through here and then walk through even more stairs. Like, why don't they just have the showcase and, the things right here, right? That's my opinion, right? How come there's not some easy place to grab it? You have to walk all the way to the showcase, and how come these aren't available in just, a spaceport? It would be so much easier if we just took an elevator like the other times, right? But I cut out a lot of the travel time for you guys, so you guys don't have to watch all that, but you are listening to me, so I do apologize. After walking into the right here, you're just going to go to this kiosk, and this is where you guys are going to find your attritions. Now, you have your size 1, size 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s. There's no 7s actually here, but this is where you guys are going to find your dominances. Those are ass, but we are going to be buying our attritions here. Now, I actually think I have it on my other menu, so I'm sorry I had to tab out. We are getting size 3s. Yeah, so attrition 3s, and we have to buy 4 of them because I need 4 for my ship. Now, because I have other ships that I want to apply these on, I'm actually going to buy 2 sets of them, so I'm going to buy 8. But for your guys' case, you should only have to buy 4, and you would be good. Now, right after that, you guys can go ahead and apply these to your ship. I did mess up on this part, and I accidentally did not store my ship, sadly. So that is my fault. I'll have to go ahead and do that right now. But I'll see you guys at the hangar where we're going to apply these weapons. After loading up my Drake Cutlass, it's time to attach the weapons. Now, you guys might see that there's a lot of things in here for weapons. And usually for any ship, there is a lot. But I recommend you just try to go back and check which weapons you will be attaching. Now, we do have our Mantis G2, our G220s. We're going to trade those out for our attritions, and we're going to be trading out our CF337 Panther repeaters as well. Now, you do not want to change your gimbals. You want to change your attrition repeaters. You want to change the weapons. Where it says weapon, you do not want to change the gimbals. Not gimbals, only the weapons. So let's attach those 2, and then let's attach these 2 just like that. So do not change your gimbals. If you change your gimbals, you will not be able to use your gimbals anymore. So let's press save changes on that, and then press X, and then we can go ahead and pull our ship up. Now, some of you guys might know that there's actually a way to attach weapons not in this way. So if you guys, for some reason, are not able to use the vehicle thing right here where you select your ship, there is one other way that you can attach your weapons, and that is by using a tractor beam. Now, I do not have a tractor beam on me right now, and I do not recommend using this method, but what you can do is you can go into your ship, and you can hold F and then right click, or press Alt and F, and you can actually go to your weapons and press the unlock all button. And then after doing that, you will be able to actually change your weapons right here. I think I have to put my helmet on. Sorry about that. I think my helmet's on. Wait, my helmet was on. Okay, I apologize for that. And you can actually use your tractor beam to grab the weapons here and detach them, and you can put on new weapons, and then all you need to do is store your ship, open up your vehicles, and then after opening up your vehicles, you just need to change one thing. Thank you, Spec Mech, for the sub. You just need to change one thing and press save and continue. Even if you're not changing the weapons, you just need to save and continue, and then you can press save, and it'll automatically lock the weapons that you guys have. But that is it for today's video, guys. That is how you change all the components on your ship. You can see that our ship went from a regular gray Connie to a painted Connie. Why'd I say Connie? That's my favorite ship, so sorry. My Cutlass Black went from a regular one to a painted one. We changed our weapons to all 4 attritions, and we changed our quantum drive so that we can fly faster throughout the verse. Now, Star Citizen is a very amazing game where you guys are able to change so many different components, so it is up to you to go out there and find what works out for you the best. Now, obviously, there are more videos up there, like a couple other creators make the best possible loadouts that you can have, so make sure to show those creators some love as well. I'm more of a beginner guide, not trying to show you guys the best in slot stuff, but instead trying to show you guys how to start out in the verse. So if you guys want to go show them some love as well, make sure to go do that. But thank you guys so much for enjoying my video. You guys are absolutely amazing. We've hit a total of like 17,000 subscribers or something, so thank you guys so freaking much for supporting me. It is my job, so whenever you guys tune in, it is absolutely amazing. But I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Now remember, of course, to tune in on October 31st. I'm giving away 2 ships, the Aegis Saber and that crazy ass cutter. Yeah, the Drake cutter. So if you guys want to win those, make sure to tune in at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tennessee time, as we give those ships away while I'm going to be dressed in something Star Wars. Sorry for stuttering there. I am a little bit messed up. My bad. But hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out. Goodbye. Bye.